Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we're playing a GOLGARI deck, and I can't quite tell exactly what it's planning on doing. There's just a lot of singletons in here, and it just seems like what you're going to get is what you're going to play. So if that sounds interesting to you, a deck of unbound chaos and randomness, stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I'm your host, a man whose life story is a stern warning of things to come. Dr. You Can't Suck It! Yes, thank you! Film before a live studio audience. Thank you so much! You Can't Suck It! Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on the Aether Hub called The Rock by Elrond 100. Elrond 100. So I saw this and I was, it's a GOLGARI deck. It's got a lot of weird stuff in it. I was surprised it only had 60 cards because of the sheer quantity of cards all over the place. And I thought, I'm going to try this one out. And I did. I tried it out. And you know what? I had a lot of success with it in the pre-recording. So we're going to take this out and see if we can continue to just be pure awesome with it. All right. So what we're going to do is we'll take a look at the cards of this deck. We'll talk a little bit how this deck should work. And then we'll go out and we'll crush some hopes and dreams. What do we got here? We got creature kill, creature kill, creature kill, creature kill. Noticing there's a trend there, right? Thing is, though, there's only 1 and 1 and 2 and 3. So it's like, even though we've got a lot of creature kill individual cards, it's not a lot of creature kill. What was this? Mana ramp, permanent kills, graveyard screwing around with, putting out rat babies, blowing the board away. You may put a land card, so it's like this land ramp. Swiss Army knife of awesomeness, punishing people for drawing cards, a guy that you can get out for fairly cheap and is totally badass. We've got a guy that forces discards for the most part. This one will do a lot of cool stuff, like almost wiping the board and allowing you to pull guys back from your graveyard and pumping stuff up. There's a dragon that'll pump stuff up. This will also recurse things from your graveyard. This will also bring things back from anybody's graveyard and has some creature kill baked into it. This guy will put out copies of himself if he gets killed. And we've got Nissa, only a single one, which if you can get out with a few creatures, you can slam in equal to the number of forests you control. How many forests we control? Not that many. So I don't know what the deal is. It's just weird. And a single card that will destroy things when it comes into play. Well, when you cast it, or when it attacks. Destroys stuff. So great. So, man, I don't know. I don't know what this deck's supposed to do. There is a lot of individual cards in here. And then after that, what do we got? 2, 2, 2. It's just there's cards everywhere. Are they good cards? Yeah, pretty decent. Is it, can we actually make this deck work? Surprisingly, yes. So what are we going to do? We're going to control the board somewhat, ramp a little bit, get some dudes out, fight. And then if things are getting nasty and our guys die, we bring them back from the graveyard. Do we have any choice over what we're going to play? Not really. We just get whatever we get. The biggest choice we get is what we're pulling back from the graveyard. So it looks like reanimation is like the best thing we could do with this thing in a consistent and perfect way. Wide variety of dual lands that pretty much provide you the same 2 colors, but apparently we need them for some reason. All right, so let's go out and take this and do some damage. But before we do, let's do as we do every night. Let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Hands together. Dear Black King Toxrill, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentations of the women. All right, playing against Leo Moyoli. Keep. Some slow lands there. No pets, no sleeves, no capital letters. This guy's poor. I'm sure the deck's going to be all common. I just play mono red. Here comes a hasted creature. It didn't even have that, huh? See, 3 or more. Put out the Festering Lookout. The Freestrider Lookout. There we go. He likes it when crimes are done. He's just going to pump that thing. Which means he doesn't have creatures in his hand. He just has the etching. Which means if we just do a little bit of this... I could afford it. All in. I mean, we gotta worry about hasty guys, but I'm at 12. Hopefully he can't kill me in one turn. Yeah, he's got slowness trying to get there. I'm going to do 1 point of damage to a creature, man. Nope, I don't need more land. We're fine. All right, this is going to cost me 2, which leaves me with 4 extra. That's good. Let's pin down his ability to have a creature. And put out a guy. Something with the big butt on it. And then for 3. Oh, he's got to keep our big dudes out. Play a little defense, and we should be fine. All right, down to 7. Well within lethal level. I'm expecting P-Pants here in a second. P-Pants! P-Pants! Oh, he does have a pet. Go for him. I mean, I'm kind of showboating here. If he starts roping me now, that would be a bad thing. There's the rope. There we go. All right, I got trample across the board. Trample, trample, trample. Trample, trample, trample. Boom, boom. Goes the room. There we go. What do we call it? Victory! Alright, we're playing against MastahCheefa. Keep. Alright, do we got anything fast? Yeah, we got the Pain Land. Let's do that. We can start nailing some little dudes right off the bat there. Alright. I like a lot of creature kill. It's a lot of control. Death! Oh no, he proliferated on me! Get some guys out there. He's got a little bit of defense. We'll be able to rip up a light belly bat. Is he gonna go after the Trespasser? Oh, he's just trying to get me primed. There's 4. All in. All right. Well, we've only got what? Ooh, up to 4. So it'll take us 5 turns to kill him. Even at 3, it'd still take us 5 turns to kill him. I don't have anything to save him. I do have the ability to kill stuff, though. Let's get out a dragon. When Junji dies, she can bring stuff back. Looks like it's just going to be the Graveyard Trespasser. Alright, so we're playing against Dimir Toxic. That's what we're playing against. That's just his whole play at this point. Alright, number 1, we'll just kill that guy. Number 2, put out Sheoldred. Got to keep the grind on him. And all in for 5. We're not going to be able to do anything about those poison counters. He could just grind us down big time. We got to go for the throat, so we'll be able to clear the board. We're coming at he's at 11. We're able to do 9, 10, 11. All right, we got enough to kill him on his next turn. He's got to keep our boys alive. All right, I guess I have to kill Braska. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 7. All right, we bring him back. What can I bring back out of this one? Put a non-dragon. I guess it's the Graveyard Trespasser. Up to 2. All right, whatever. This is still active Sheoldred. Is she even more awesome? Actually, I should have just sucked her life is what I should have done. No! Alright, it's 7. She's not acting as a card ripper. You can kill him and then get rid of your last card to do so. That's ward, baby. Alright, let's see. Destroy target artifact. I'll just go ahead and go in for the attack first. And we can do 2 of them, huh? Alright, fine. Ow. What do I need? 3, 4, cancel. I don't have enough mana for this. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking I had all the mana in the world. We've made it to late game. Oh, I got 6. And this is what? 7? We're gonna go for the pump. Oh, I guess we can't go to the pump because we didn't have it there, huh? Down to 1. That's all I could do, man. I couldn't get up to 5. Did I have manlands or something I wasn't paying attention to? Nope. There's 8. Is that number 9? No! And we win! Touchdown! Lava Bears! Alright, we're playing against lDaKKoNl. Or is it just Dakin? With a bunch of L's in front of it and after it. Let's see. Slow land. There we go. Two. Let's go Glimpse of Core. As one does. The 4 mana next turn means we can put out a Rattlewurm. Alright, he's got black, which means he'll probably just shoot it. There you go, there's the shot. I'll throw one of these guys out. Going to damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's number 6. Alright, means we get Nissa out. We can start putting out some bebes. We get up to 7. We can start pulling things from graveyards. We have any creatures that even made it out yet? Ooh, a Traxite. It still is a Traxite. That would be fantastic. Yeah, if we can pull a 7th next turn, I am going to be a happy man. Alright, yeah! But it's probably a slow mana. That is the suck. Alright, well, let's do this. Put out some bebes. Ooh, we've got one. You need 5 generally to get things back. So I think if he doesn't get a mana out, we're going to steal that Atraxa. Get rid of that, just in case. Well, hello there. There we go. Suck it, Dakin. Suck it. Alright, we're playing against Ace. Keeping it. Turning off the dragon. Alright, so we got a little bit of creature control right at the beginning. Is that thing indestructible? It certainly is. I can't destroy it. All right, we'll see. I'm just worried about hasty stuff. We're playing with the red. All right, no creature for you. All right, let's see what we can do with Sheoldred. Will he have something to do 5 points of damage? A lot of them are packing it nowadays. One thing that's nice about Sheoldred is how she can take those kinds of hits. Just throwing away lightning strikes like that. Can't believe people throwing away perfectly good lightning strikes like that. All right, we're down to 2. That's fine. We'll go ahead and hit for 4. We're at 24 right now. We're doing good. That's where I just cursed myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Terror of the Peak. I got the answer to him right there. I can see it. One, two. All right, I've got the ability to take out one more permanent of some type that I feel like taking out. Which should be plenty with what this guy's doing. Should I just leave it there? I guess we could wait to see what this guy does. And we win. In your face. Victory. And we're playing against Apalima. Apalima. I don't know what that is. 3 mana. This thing does a good job of providing mana to start off with. I almost never have to mulligan due to mana. He's trying to ramp it. So am I. All right, do we got a desert at all? Yes, we do, which means I can pull this out with Flash on his turn. Uh-huh. Let's go for it. We'll see what he has. Is he packing the ability to keep it alive? Probably. He does. All right, that's the end of it. I double up on it, but you got to do what you got to do. And Sewer King. All right, is he going full on? He's got something in his hand. All right, here we go. You can trick him. And you got nothing else, man. So, death. All right, cool. One, not enough, huh? Enough for this? Ooh, this is going to be tough. I will grab that. There we go. You can't protect it, but I'll be up to 9. It doesn't matter. We'll put this guy out. How does that feel? Poison. And we win. Suck it, Toxic Avenger. In your face. Alright, so we are with The Rock. I don't know why it's called The Rock. I didn't think there was anything particularly rock-like about it. But yeah, it was called The Rock. It was a good deck. I mean, that's the thing about it, is that I said, I haven't played a Golgari deck in a while. Let's play it. It's got such a scattering of cards all over the place that there's not a lot of consistency in what you do. And I thought, is this really something that's going to do well? Turned out, yeah, it did. I mean, when I first played this deck, I thought, this has a good feel to it, but I'm not sure if it's worth recording. Next thing I knew, I had won like 6 games in a row. And I'm just like, all right, we're going to record it. Then once I started recording it, then I started losing with it. Anyways, I ended up with a 55% win rate. When I went first, I won 89% of the time. So this deck likes to go first. There's no reason for it. Was I able to take out the aggros? Yeah, I could take out mono red most of the time. I guess when I was going first and they were going second, yeah, mono red needs to go first to be able to win a game there. Anyways, ended up being a decent deck. I'm not impressed with its theming or its ability. It's how good it is at having a nice amount of strategy to its deck. It just seems like it's a bunch of Golgari cards all sort of jammed together. Yet, the spread was nice, the utility was good, and usually it came due. The only thing I found with this deck is it's like sometimes I really needed 7 mana, I couldn't get it. Then when I could get 7 mana, I needed 8 mana, couldn't get it. So I can get 6, no problem, but 7 and 8, that was like pulling teeth. Don't know why. I don't know why. All right, so let's see. Who's the MVP? That's what we asked first. Who was the MVP? There is no MVP in this deck. I say that like that. Just because there was nothing that consistently happened. And there was nothing that totally made the deck go from one thing to the next. But, saying it like that, I'd say the one thing that this deck actually did very well was those Colossal Rattlewurms. That was the card that I say did come out regularly and was a very decent card. It came out cheap. You're able to get it out. I could always usually play it for flash. And then when they were killed, like they always were killed, I could use them to go get more mana, which could get me up into the 7 and 8 category. So I'm going to say, not you, Badlands Revival, Colossal Rattlewurm, that was the MVP of this deck. Yeah, other than that, I'd say there is no MVP. This deck didn't really have anything consistent as a strategy is concerned. All right, was this deck competitive? I got 55%. That is just barely over 50%. It's an okay deck. It's worth playing. But, in my numbers, you got to be over 60 to be a really good competitive deck. So I'm going to say, while this is worth playing, it's not particularly competitive. Number 2, was it fun? Yes, it was fun. There was actually a lot to do. I think the thing that made it kind of fun was its irregularity. Like you were just never sure what you were going to get. There was a decent amount of control, so it usually allowed you to deal with the inconsistencies. You got a bunch of big creatures normally. I had one Sheoldred, one Glissa, one Freestrider Lookout. It was just, what am I going to pull at this particular point? A little bit of graveyard recursion to kind of bring things back, but nothing really mattered that much. Yeah, all these singletons just made for a weird deck of many things kind of situation. Yeah, so there you go. It was a pretty fun deck. I'll have to give it that. Was this deck interesting? I'm going to say no. I mean, we had stuff from Thunder Junction, so it had some new cards. It was Golgari, but just there was no, what am I trying to say, strategy. I said that before. There's no strategy. And there's no tribal. I couldn't tell what this deck was going to do other than it was going to do Golgari things. And that's exactly what I ended up with. It was just, dumb luck what you were going to draw next and if it was going to help you out at all. So I really couldn't plan anything. It was difficult to work with that way. But the things you did get were usually pretty useful. And more times than not, you end up winning. So good for it. All right, so let's add that up. Was this deck competitive? Not really. Was this deck fun? Yes. Was it interesting? Not really. So I'm going to give this deck I'm going to give it an A- is what I'm going to give it, because it was just barely competitive. It was pretty fun. But yeah, altogether, I thought it was a poor excuse for deck building. Maybe I'm just not getting its subtle genius or something. Maybe that's the thing, is that it's from the mind of a magic card genius that knows how to play the odds. I just didn't see it. It was kind of fun, but man, I just couldn't handle the randomness of it. All right, there you go. It's an A- deck, and if you decide to play with this deck, I hope that you have as much fun with it as I did. All right, that's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. See you next time, Space Cowboys. Later.